What's up, guys? It's early morning here in New Orleans, and I just got finished listening to those assignments that you guys turned in. I didn't get a chance to listen to them earlier because of, we had hurricane here and all that stuff. So, um, you might be shocked at the grades that some of you guys got. Some of you simply did not follow the directions, or you didn't think that I was going to um, listen to the projects. So let's give this another shot, okay? And we'll talk about this more in class when I see you. We're working with loops. That's what we're working with. The assignment was for you to use lo-fi only. Nothing else. Lo-fi. Something in the lo-fi packs. So, once again, if you were being hired to do a track and somebody wanted a lo-fi beat, you wouldn't go and give them a bounce beat or something like that. In the lo-fi packs, you see there are 4 different sub packs, right? I'm going to choose one down here. Do not copy what I'm doing and just recreate the same beat. Make your own. I like to start with drums. I'm going to start with drums. You guys have seen me do this before. This is what I want to have from you. Here's a 2-measure section of drums. I already know that I want it to be 8 measures. So I'm just going to copy that, make it 8 measures. Truth be told, I want my verses to be 16 bars long. So if that's 4 measures, now there's 8 measures. Actually, I lied. Let's keep that at 8 measures. That's a drum track. Everything in this lo-fi hip hop pack is going to work together. Right? Everything in all of the lo-fi packs are going to work, but right now I'm sticking just with this lo-fi hip-hop pack, right? Get a bass line, put that in there. You'll notice that I am not making aliases of these loop sections. Because if I wanted to for instance, shorten this or something like that, I couldn't do it with an alias. This is what I mean by an alias. If you take this and you drag it out that way, that's an alias. I cannot edit that light part. I can only edit what is the dark part. So I don't want you to do aliases. The directions were for you to have at least 4 tracks, bass, drums. Let me go back over here. At least 4 tracks, bass, drums, harmonic instrument, a melodic instrument. Okay? The form was to be A, B, A, B with a 16-measure outro. So right now I'm working on my A section. I've got drums, I've got bass. Super simple, guys. Now I'm going to add a harmonic instrument. There's my keyboard, harmonic, not demonic, harmonic. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it. It's actually harmonic and melodic because it's playing a little melody. I don't want it to play a melody. I want it to just be some pads. So I'm putting thought into this. I'm not just randomly throwing stuff together. I'm putting a little bit of thought into that. Not a ton, because it's like 5 in the morning here, 6:20 in the morning here. This is my A section. Now for my B section, I don't need to just switch everything up automatically, just willy-nilly. I can copy all this, and then like a sculptor with a block of clay, I start stripping things away. So, or I can start adding things on, right? So I know that my A section is 8 measures long. Visually, if you want to, let's say just work at the B section, you can take the cycle bar and drag it over so you're just looking at the B section. I do want to change this keyboard part in the B section so it really has something else to pop. So let's see what this sounds like. I'm going to drag it over to where I want it to start, and I'm actually going to delete those. Okay, so now I'm only working with the B section. They sound very similar, so that's cool. I'm okay with them sounding very similar. I better plug up my computer. So now the direction was for you to have 4 tracks. Let's see if there's a melodic instrument that I could put in that B section as well to make us know that we're, really in another section. I like that. It's very subtle. And what you'll notice is that I'm not going to just move that and just willy-nilly copy and paste it. So it's that it's just so repetitive. I want it to have some space in the melody. So that would take us right back into the A section. Now, this is only taking a few minutes, but it's a couple of minutes, but it's putting some thought into it. Would this be a finished production? Absolutely not. It would be the start of a production for sure. So now you can see clearly that I have an A section, a B section, an A section, and a B section. I also said that I wanted you to have a 16 measure outro. So if this is 8 measures, we know that this block, this whole pattern here is 8 measures long. So now we're going to make us an outro. So we would need that twice. But it looks all the same, right? So the outro, songs usually go up in dynamic as the song progresses. So what I'm going to do is now add some, visually so we can see it, I'm going to add some extra percussion and maybe some effects or something like that. That's too melodic. I like that. So I'm going to add this guitar here right at the beginning of the outro. And why not? Let's just loop this a few times. And I may make, again, like a sculptor, start taking some stuff out, right? Chipping away at it. So let's see. Turn the cycle bar off by hitting C. Here's our outro. Now I goofed in when you heard it skip a beat like that, there's something goofy happen, and I can see it right there where there's too much. You see that space there? So things are not lining up. And that's easy to fix by changing the view with, and we just bring that over. We're going to make sure that everything is lined up. Now, since I didn't have things lined up before, just going to change the view. I'm working on a MacBook. Look at that, right? We're not just throwing stuff, willy-nilly in the thing. We're not doing that. So now this is a more established arrangement, and it only took a couple of minutes. It only took a couple of minutes, right? A couple of minutes and some thought. Okay, so this would be a perfect foundation for a singer to write lyrics. And then after lyrics were written, then we would go deeper into arrangement, let's move this here, let's move this there, whatever. So now we're going to listen from beginning to end. And you want to do that because your next assignment you're going to need to redo the assignment you had before with some thoughtfulness and mindfulness. So let's check it out. Comes our B section, 2, 3, 4. A section. Here comes the B section. Now we're going right into our outro. 2, 3, 4. Okay, still not a finished arrangement, but definitely closer. We laid down the foundation. I'm going to show you right now what I was talking about earlier about aliases and why you didn't want to use aliases. Because right here, I'm going to create a drop by taking some space out of this drum track. Okay, so that we have a little bit of a drop right before the chorus comes. Okay, when the icon changes like that, I can drag a measure or more or a beat, whatever, out of there. So there's a drop that gives us some effect. In that space, now what you're doing right now in this video that you should be watching is you are seeing my process, right? I want an effect. I want some sort of a riser right now. I'm not gonna find that in the loop in that lo-fi pack, but I do know that if I go to loops and I look for effects, I want a riser. Unfortunately, BandLab doesn't give you a way to search, to type in a search bar. But I know what I'm looking for. Don't want effects. Let's see. Where did I find this? Oh, I'm sorry. I lied to you before. There is a search option. So let me just search riser. No loops found in effects for risers. So I'll go back to, here we go. I went to the genres, went to electronic, and found risers. You guys have all heard that sound before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here just so it gives me a little bit of a drop. That's pretty long. That is pretty doggone long. I don't know if I want it to be that long. But again, experimentation. I may find it somewhere else. So I'm going to turn the volume way down on that. May turn the volume up just a little bit. Okay, so there's a little added effect. Let me go back to packs, lo-fi, go back to my little chillin' lo-fi pack here. Let's say I want to change the beat up some in the outro. Let's give a little bit something a little bit different. I've been using lo-fi beat number 4. I may want to completely change the beat. So when we get to the outro, for instance. So let me take these drums out. And I'm going to just put that in there. It's going to be a little bit different. Not totally different. I don't want to totally flip the script. But I do want it to be a little bit different in the outro. So we got our riser in there. is our B section. I'm gonna put another riser before we get to our outro. I goofed up. I should have put this. I should have put that riser at a different spot on a different track, but whatever. You get what I'm saying. I can do that later. Let's see. I'm going to give it even more effect and take the bass out right here so I have total space. Yep, I like that. So go back to loops. I want to find something else. I want to find something, I don't know, just a little hoo-ha. Just to put in that little spot there. I'm not going to do it the whole time. Boom. In that space right there. Let's see what that sounds like. It might sound boopy. We don't know. Yeah, that sounds boopy. See if we can get just a little touch of it. It might still sound a little boopy, but I'm going to play with it. You see? Let's see. Drag that up in there like that. Boopy. Taking that out altogether. We're going to do something else. What kind of vocal samples do they have in here? Let's see what that's all about. I like that. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Might even pan it a little bit to the right. Now let's see what happens. You know what? I like it so much. I'm going to take it and I'm going to just move it a couple places. Let's see. Yep. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to just move it a couple spots. At the end of that measure, let's see what it do. I like it. I like it. Now, you're going to listen to the whole track. That's damn near a whole song. Really, what we need is an intro. Right? I'm gonna just do that. So, this is an advanced technique. Right? What I want is a 4-measure intro. So, I selected everything. And I'm going to move it over to measure number 5. Why am I doing that? Because I want a 4-measure intro. And my 4-measure intro is going to kind of look like this. I'm going to have 4 measures of drums. And I'm going to just Ease everything in. Not going to put everything in at the same time. So, start off with drums. Then the bass drops in there. I like doing drops. So I'll do a couple of beats here where we just have nothing. Let's listen to that intro again. Let's actually listen to the whole arrangement. So we've got an intro, an A section, B section, A section, B section, outro. It's a whole song using just loops. Outro. There's a whole song. There's a whole song waiting for vocals or something like that. I'm going to name this. I should have named it a long time ago because you want to be naming your projects. And I'm going to put a date on it because it's a working project. So I may want to come back and add some vocals or something like that on there. So there it is, guys. We need to redo those assignments. We're not just performing. You need skills. When you leave my class, you need workable skills. So that's what it is. So your assignment is twofold. Watch this video from start to finish as many times as you need to, and then redo the assignment using the criteria that I set. Okay? Or your grade will be reflected accordingly. All right? Peace out.